Breaking news. So, a new military move by France is now drawing global attention. As report says, the country is moving an aircraft carrier towards the Straits of Hormuz. This same Straits of Hormuz is causing issue. So if you haven't come across my video for the very first time, my name is Gladys and I tell you guys latest updates around the world. So this Strait of Hormuz is one of the world's most sensitive and strategically important waterways, which oil passes through every day. See, if the Strait of Hormuz is blocked or stopped, there is no oil, there is no country that is going to survive it, because I'm still going to tell you that many countries depends on the Straits of Hormuz to pass their oil, no matter how strong they think they are. Yes, because countries in Africa, Europe, they depend on the Straits of Hormuz to import oil and to export, either for this business or the other business. So sometimes it's not just only oil. Fertilizers are being passed through the Straits of Hormuz and many other things. Like Europe depends solely on the Straits of Hormuz for oil importation. Yes, because how are they going to survive? It's a very important route which oil pass through. And that's why if there is any blockade on the Straits of Hormuz, it's severe, it's serious. People are taking it serious. So the development comes at a time of rising tensions in the Middle East and growing fears of conflict involving Iran and increasing concerns over this global oil security. Now, people are asking questions. Why is France sending an aircraft carrier there? Why is France sending an aircraft carrier there in the Strait of Hormuz? And guys, this could actually signal a large military escalation in the Gulf. Look at it this way. The Strait of Hormuz may look like just a narrow stretch part of water on the map, but let me tell you the reality here. Is one of the most important routes, one of the most important shipping routes on earth. You may not know, but I'm telling you, nearly 20% of the world's oil supply passes through the Strait of Hormuz. And even me and you will survive by Strait of Hormuz in one way or the other. And right now, Iran and United States are dragging power. Like, which people are supposed to be in control of the Strait of Hormuz? Iran will say, we are supposed to be in control. United States say, I am supposed to be in control. So who are we going to allow to be in control? Now there is a serious conflict and dragging of control. Oil tankers carrying crude oil from Gulf countries like Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Kuwait, Iraq, and other travel through the Straits of Hormuz before even reaching the global markets. Do you understand? So that simply means if there's any disrupt, if there's any traffic, it's going to affect fuel prices around the globe. So it's not just for one country. It's going to affect fuel prices rapidly around the world. I'm telling you. And recently, the region has even become increasingly intense. Because why? Iran is busy firing ships that are passing through the Strait of Hormuz. If you want to pass through the Strait of Hormuz without telling us, it cannot work. So recently, they had to fire one ship that is from Korea. That's especially Korea, South Korea, to be precise. And like this, it is not yet known. Yes, let me not just go and put the blame on Iran. No. It is not yet on the public space that Iran was the one that fired that, So it's still yet to be revealed the people that actually struck that particular ship. But we are moving forward. Military threats, naval patrols, and drone incidents, and even fears of confrontation involving Iran and the Western powers have all increased pressure in the Gulf. Now, shipping companies have become nervous. Looking at it like this, oil markets are even watching closely because market don't stop for storage room. Finish, like there is no space to store more. They need to sell. And the world governments are trying to prevent a wider crisis because looking at it, it's spreading rapidly. The crisis in the Middle East is growing by the hour. So now France has entered the picture in a major way. Report says that French military has started moving an aircraft carrier towards the Straits of Hormuz. Why? Why? As part of the effect to strengthen and that is to gather power. Is presence in the region. They want to strengthen their presence in the region. They want to strengthen their presence in the Middle East. But wetin concern France and this Iran to United States and Israel war? Okay, you are asking me that. The connection there is that France as well needs oil. France as well need that Strait of Hormuz to do their own businesses, and that is the main reason. That should be the main reason. That can only be the main reason why France had to involve themselves in the Middle East. They actually want to put in effort to strengthen their presence in that Middle East region. The struggle is real. Okay, aircraft carriers are not ordinary warships, remember. So they are floating military bases capable of carrying fighter jets, of course, and helicopters, surveillance systems, and hundreds of, sometimes thousands of military personnel. You can imagine if that, aircraft carrier carry all of these things I mentioned here. What deal? Anyways, when a country deploy an aircraft carrier, it sends a very strong message, which I just talked about now. It sends a very sensitive message. It is signal for readiness of war. Yes, it's signal for power projection. We want that presence to be seen. So it can actually be like strategic interests, So France says its goal is connected to protecting navigation. Its goal is connected to maintaining regional stability and safeguarding international shipping routes, because I don't understand why you people will just block this route. Many countries are not able to ship in their oil. Many countries are not able to sell. Please, how do you want us to survive? That is the question that France is asking like this. So with this, their effort, they are trying to safeguard the Middle East, safeguard the economic stability, and also safeguard the routes through which oil pass. Of course, you don't expect them to sit down and fold their hands. So like many Western countries, France fears that instability in the Strait of Hormuz. They fear that it could disrupt the global energy supplies, and that could actually damage the world economy. It's as serious as me and you might not be thinking, of course, but this deployment is also being viewed through a geopolitical lens. Of course, some analysts believe that France want to show solidity of Western allies and demonstrate that Europe remains involved in Gulf security issues. Yes, it depends on how you perceive it. Others believe that the move is partly designed to deter Iran from any aggressive action in that region. Yes, they're actually trying to make Iran make them understand that you people have to stay low. This particular route shouldn't be part of your problem, and not totally is not supposed to be part of your problem entirely. So you people should be doing your war and also allow us to pass through the Strait of Hormuz. So Iran has repeatedly warned foreign militaries against increasing their presence near its waters. That water, Iran claims the water belongs to them. Tehran argues that outside military forces only increase tensions and instability in that Gulf. Outside military forces, increasing tensions in that Gulf. If you are seen around this Gulf, just like when somebody tell you, if I see you around my premises, I'm seeing you as somebody that is intruding. So that is simply what it's looking like. At this time, Iran insists it has the right to defend a territory and a strategic interest. That simply means even military movement in the region is being watched closely and carefully. Just like France has landed in that region right now, the eyes of Iran are on them, they are not going to remove their eyes, because they have already made it clear that this region you should stay off. And because of the Gulf already contains American warships, British naval patrol and regional military forces, the arrival of another aircraft carrier increases the level of military activities dramatically. Guys, supporters say stronger naval presence helps protect commercial ships and even prevent attacks on tankers. So for more news and information, kindly subscribe to my channel and tell me what you think in the comment section, because I'm going to go through comment section to see many of you that watch this video to the end. And if you've watched to the end, you've not subscribed, you are gonna miss the next latest information. So see you guys. Bye.